the Wednesday's market sit rep here at T3 Live. Matthew Buckley, the chief options strategist. Real quick, make sure you check your email for a invitation to attend Chris Cooper's live training webinars today. One after the close at 4:30, one tonight at 9 p.m. I'm going to be there. 500-pound head, really smart guy. Sends out a ton of trade alerts in a day. I follow him, and I've gotten some great information there. So make sure you join us after the close or tonight if you can't make it. Real quick trip around the world. Opening up the Shanghai Stock Exchange to foreign capital. The premier over there is really starting to shake things up. Trying to clamp down and sit on the military a little bit tighter. Obviously not the best human rights record in the world, but he's doing a semi-decent job of throttling just enough, quote, capitalism to keep the masses sated and keep their pitchforks at bay. So, we had a live training session this morning in our primary live trade brief. We added new trades on our Shanghai positions and really bullish long term on China. I think it's it's the best house in a broken neighborhood, to use a really worn analogy. So here's the trade that I put on this morning. It's a long call diagonal, bullish long call diagonal. I went as far out in time as I could, out to January of 2017, and I bought deep in the money 80 delta calls. They were the 32 strike. And I sold 40. I sold 10 of the 40 and a half, the front month, what we call the November 40 and a half calls. This is called a long call diagonal. Very long-term bullish on China. We've been averaging some really decent returns in our long call diagonals. Here's a Morgan Stanley long call diagonal that's up 11 grand in about a year, averaging almost $1,000 a month in returns on this one Morgan Stanley trade. So really good trades. I love long call diagonals. Slow and steady wins the race. Nice blue collar trading there. Russia, their central bank. Trying to get involved in quote-unquote capitalism over there. Country is really starting to slide backwards in recession as the sanctions are starting to settle in there. The EU today, or kind of that European clown card, waving their finger, no new sanctions, but waving their finger on Putin essentially reinvading eastern Ukraine, a story that's flying underneath the radar. Remember 3-4 months ago that whenever this happened, Russian tanks rolling into eastern Ukraine, the market would implode. Now I think we're just yawning. Nobody cares anymore, right? Japan shares, nice bump higher on what? Essentially the rumor that Kuroda might not do this 2015 sales tax increase. For options traders here at T3 Live, we know that the sales tax increase in April, at least for the first 2 months, everybody sat there. Kuroda and Abe said, yeah, everything's great. No impact from this. And then by month 3, it imploded. So really seeing a drag on the Japanese economy as a result of that sales tax, or maybe not. There's other factors, industrial production and some other stuff that's dragging on the Nikkei as well. But what have we seen in the past month or so? We've seen Japan's largest pension fund jump into stocks even more. We've seen Kuroda come off the turnbuckle with his own quantitative easing. And now we have rumors of Abe floating the idea of delaying the sales tax increase. So they really are on a kamikaze mission, folks. They're either going to succeed or they're going to die trying with this, with what's going on over in Japan. Rousseff down south, really the dog that caught the car. She won re-election, and now what do? We've kind of been presiding over this train wreck for a while, and now she's trying to make it an untrain wreck. Shaking up her fiscal team and essentially asking her Congress to ease some financial rules. Okay, biggest budget deficit in more than a decade down there. Brief this in our primary live trade brief about how third quarter earnings really was that Goldilocks, not too hot, not too cold, but down the road, we're seeing some danger signals, folks. You can only buy back so many shares. You can only, cut so much to get productivity out of your workers before you really need to start growing. And this disappointing sales outlook out of Macy's this morning, and we on Friday on our flight schedule, we'll take a look at the health of the consumer. We get core retail sales and regular retail sales. And if you don't know what core, whenever you see the word core, it means X. In this case, it means X autos, right? So we'll see how retail sales are doing on Friday, followed by University of Michigan consumer sentiment. Okay. that is another canary in the coal mine. So going into the Christmas, the holiday season, quote unquote, we'll see how retail's doing up to this point. Okay. Good primary life trade brief this morning. A lot of good stuff going on in our model portfolios. And like I said, make sure you join us this afternoon or this evening for Chris Cooper's webinar. Okay. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll see.